Hello YouTubers, and welcome to a new video of Arepas for dinner. For the ones who don't know me, my name is Andrea and I make videos about my life in the Czech Republic. And today I'm actually gonna bring you with me to Makro, because I think Makro is like the big incognita for all us, for all of us expats. So since I do have a Makro membership, I was thinking about bringing you with me and kind of showing you the store more or less. We primarily go to Makro to buy meat, poultry, and fish, and sometimes cheese as well. But those are the main things that we buy in Makro, so we want to bring you along. But first of all, I just want to mention that if you have kids, you won't be able to bring them to Makro. There's some weird rules about it. So first of all, we're gonna drop Alicia in my in-laws, and after that, we're gonna drive to Makro to the grocery shopping. So this is the entrance, and as I told you before, kids are not allowed from 140 centimeters down. So I brought my card here. I'll show you how it works. So like Costco, you have a membership card that you put here and then you can enter. But to obtain that membership card, you kind of like need to have an ICHO or need to be an independent worker or have your own company in Czech Republic. Unfortunately, still this Makro thing doesn't really work as Costco in US. So there's that. I'm showing you a little bit. There's a lot of like restaurant stuff here, like plates and serving dishes and glasses and all that. And usually they have everything that is seasonal here. In this case, there's nothing seasonal because we don't have Christmas or anything happening. Spring is already, it's too far, so there's nothing seasonal in the door as usually. But yeah, this is like the perfect place to buy big size everything. I don't know if you guys like buying big size things, but we do. You save a lot of money when you shop like that. If you shop day to day, it's way more expensive. So that's why we like to come into Makro. So I'm gonna show you pretty much what we shop here and a general feel of the store. Also, they have a lot of stationery here, meaning like notebooks and office supplies and all that. When we did the baby shower of Alicia, we bought everything here because buying these in the normal stores, I find it super expensive. At least here was way more affordable than elsewhere. Also, if you're traveling abroad, there's no plastic wrap for suitcases nowadays in the airport, and they sell these here, so you can do it in your house, just small, come in there. And I think is 379, I believe, for the entire thing, which it will cover I think around like 10 suitcases. So yeah, there's that. And also here, like in the Tart and many others, you have all the appliances. I'm not sure about the prices. I don't think I've bought anything of my kitchen appliances here, like mini appliances. But they even have I think this is the knock off the Thermomix is thermo cooker, which is quite funny. But yeah, it's just, I love looking at everything that is new, that is out when I come here, just because, you guys know I love cooking. So the liquor area here is insanely good. I'll show you. But wait, before I forget, this is kind of like all your party supply. I know people don't do much house parties here, but I think people do invite other people to their chalupas and their hatas, and here you pretty much have everything you can think of, like paper wise, plastic wise, whatever you want to buy. Trashable is all here. Every time we have a house party, I do a lot of house parties, we come here. And as you can tell, that's the alcohol area, and you pretty much have, this is the best liquor place I think in or around Prague. You have almost everything that you can think of, everything that is on the market, from Bailey's to Bombardino to Ron Santa Teresa, everything. And the prices are way better. I'm not gonna share the prices because the prices are constantly changing, but I can guarantee you that is way more inexpensive than your average grocery store. So then again, if you can get your hands in a membership card, or you know anyone who has one, maybe go with them so you can do your shopping. Let me see if I can find the Venezuelan rum here, because here are the rum. Yeah, you have here Diplomatico for 731 Czech crowns. Is actually a great price. Kind of like, I'm tempted. Look at all the jeans you have here. I mean, I don't know. I find the liquor area of Makro to be the best liquor area ever. So yeah. And one of my favorite things when I was pregnant was actually this little aisle here that is all your sodas that are kind of different and interesting. None of these has alcohol, but it's also not, you know, Coca-Cola. Like here you have literally rose lemonade. By the way, I highly recommend this one. It's delicious. But I've tried many of those and they're just interesting, different, especially nice when you're pregnant and you cannot be drinking alcohol. Also, I had to show you this. If you are Czech or live in Czech Republic, you know exactly what Ibalgin is. It's pretty much ibuprofen. So here you have a gin called Ibalgin, and it's the same color as the Ibalgin. So I think they know what they're doing here. So for example, you guys, if you watch my last video, you know I love this cold coffee. So here it tells you the price per unit, but they don't sell per unit. It's 6 of them. So this is the price without tax. This is the final price. So the final price is very tiny, and this is important price for them because technically people that buy here, they resell. It's not for like your own consumption, but yeah. So that way you know the unit price, price without tax, price with tax. Another area that is quite fantastic is the wine area. You have it sorted by country and type of wine, and they also have champagne, and they have non-alcoholic wine. They have your rosés, your whites, all of them. I mean, it's quite amazing. They don't have as much selection from Spain as I wish, but they do have some over there. I'll show you because those are my favorites. So that's what I mean. This is Spanielsco or Spanish wine, but most of them are from Portugal. Like if you come near and you actually read, there are many from Portugal, which is like me, because, well, Spain has amazing wine, and I think they have much more variety than the wine displayed here. But you know, I'm not gonna be that person, and actually they have a great wine display. Just don't be picky like me, and if you just like Rioja, then you might be in a pickle. Also, I know many of the people watching my vlogs nowadays have kids or are pregnant. On all the champagne is non-alcoholic or de-alcoholized, which I drank a lot of these when I was trying to conceive more than actually pregnant. But yeah, quite interesting. Also, you need to understand that not everything in Makro is cheaper. Kind of the way they make money is by having some products that are way cheaper and having others that you will just buy because you are here already. So be aware of that, and you know, don't come blind and just buy everything. For example, veggies, I would say no, because they're way more expensive in my opinion than in other places, but they do have more variety than in other places. So now I'm going to show you the bakery area because I love this area. They have amazing buns here. They have pretty much the best hamburger buns here. These ones that are kind of like silky and smooth, like you can find them in Makro, and I honestly haven't found them anywhere else. Yeah, those were good. We used them already for some of our parties. And they also have the ones that they bake here. These ones are super interesting. You have the black one, red one, and normal one. I don't think we've tried those. And here is all your like frozen type of bread. Here you have like frozen hoshkas, and just, you know, if you have a deep freezer and you would rather buy it here, you can do that if you want. So we came kind of late and it's kind of empty already. Sorry about that. We had to come after work, so it's better when you come earlier. But in general, all their breads are amazing, and they do have donuts here from Donuter. So if you know Donuter, it's kind of like the Czech Dunkin' Donuts. So you can find them here. It's just, we always, every time we come here, we just buy a couple for the road because we're those type of fatty people.
The Kinder or the Kinder Bueno?
The Kinder Bueno. Also, after 6 o'clock, because of the same reason that I told you that it's better when you come earlier because of variety, you have 50% off in all pechivo. That is pretty much like bread and stuff. And now we arrived to the most important part, or the main reason why we come here. That is because of the meat. And when I say meat, I mean beef, pork, chicken, even lamb, I don't know, whatever you want. It's all here, sorted by country, by price. I'll show you a little bit around. It's quite insane, and it's way, way, way cheaper than buying it anywhere else. So we definitely get our steaks from here and our chicken from here as well, because every time I don't, I just regret it. Okay guys, I'm sorry the color is a little bit off. I'll try to fix it in the computer because the light here is different, so everything looks blue. So this is your ground beef, and I'm gonna show you the size so you have an idea. We're talking about here 3 kilos of it. It's 169 Czech crowns per kilo, and this one, for example, is 2.3 kilos. This one is 1.7 kilos. So you make your own numbers, but trust me, it's way, way cheaper. Also here you have like parts and whatever, and here you have the chicken, also way cheaper. So I'm gonna buy some chicken breasts and some thighs and some different things. Also, every time we're gonna have people over, we're gonna go somewhere, we're gonna do a barbecue, this is where we come for our sausages, because the variety that they have, and as well the size of the packages, if you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, we use a lot the freezer, so I guess a lot of people don't like to freeze their food that much, but we do, and this is way cheaper than buying the small packages. I can guarantee you that. It's also a nice place to buy your cheese. Like, all these are cheeses, same as I said before, when we have people over and we need to do a cheese board, it's way cheaper just to come to Makro and buy it here than trying to do it from any other supermarket. I have to be honest with you, we eat a lot of cheese and we buy it here. All this is the yogurt area, way cheaper as well, but you have to buy a lot. So it works best for a family, but I'm not sure it would work that good for one person. And this as well is yogurt. You can buy the little buckets. We actually used to buy the little buckets before, kind of like something like this. I don't know, it worked for our family. Then, to be super honest with you, this is one of our favorite areas, is the seafood area. The seafood here is, I'm not gonna say that it's really inexpensive, but it's at least, it exists. So a lot of people that move to the Czech Republic, they complain that it's so hard to find seafood, and here you have it all. So yeah, if you're thinking about making pasta, whatever, you can come here and buy what you're looking for. Oh, every time they have oysters, we buy oysters, and all these is kind of like fresh, never been frozen, so that's interesting. I love buying these ones here to make them with butter and white wine. Yes, they have oysters over there, they have octopus, they have pretty much everything. And over there they even have, I'll show you, usually they have lobsters there, but they don't have today. But here is all your fish, never been frozen. I don't know, like, it's not the most cheap thing that you can find, but at least you can find it, and that's a big one. We tend to buy here our salmon as well as our oysters, and then any other seafood that we might want depending on what is fresh. And this is your produce area. The good about this area is that you can find like all the herbs, I don't know how to pronounce that you can think of, as well as like seasonal tomatoes, you know, like green tomatoes for guacamole. All these are different types of tomatoes, different types of bell peppers, just, you know, not the cheapest, but definitely they have all the variety that you can think of. And here is all your herbs, which I find amazing. So they always have anything that I might need. Same as I said it before, not the cheapest one, but you know, once you need something, you're willing to pay to get it, if you know what I mean. And last but definitely not least, if you like us are a little bit obsessed with Asian food, here you can find a lot of things. Yeah, you can go to Sapa, I get it. One day I'm gonna do a video about Sapa, I promise. But for us, Sapa is quite far, so just coming to Makro pretty much solves a lot of the cravings that we have. Maybe I hope they have seaweed snacks. I'm not sure they have. I really enjoy those. And nothing, they have all, you know, all the sauces, and the price is way better than pretty much anywhere else. So yeah. Same thing as if you want to buy like rice in bulk or pasta in bulk, all that is cheaper here. We don't do it because, I don't know, we used to come here when we live in a small apartment, and even though now we live in a bigger place, we still don't do it. Maybe we will start doing it later on, but at the moment we're okay with how our shopping works. Like, I'm not even joking. Mustard. The total was 4,130 for everything that you saw over there. And we're gonna prepare everything, we're gonna cut everything, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how much it would be per meal. So we got some tortellini. These ones, you can freeze them and they're great meal solvers. Here's some flank steak from Ireland. That's quite amazing. We make steaks with this. This one is slatie kushe, or like golden chicken, that is supposed to be raised the best way ever, and this is for the first protein that Alicia is gonna eat. Here we have some normal chicken breast that for us, we're gonna divide all these. I'll show you exactly how we divide it. Here we have drumsticks, quite a lot of them. I really enjoy cooking with this. They are so versatile and delicious. Underneath, we got some ground beef. We got 2.4 kilos of ground beef. This is actually the dinner, is some wakame, mozzarella, that's for pizza. We got a big loaf of bread. Bread in Makro is delicious. We got this cold coffee that I really like. We got a big one of soy sauce. We have 2 rice noodles for Jan, that he loves cooking Asian food. And we have some Shaoxing wine. As well, we bought that notebook, so that was everything we got. And we almost forgot this President Camembert cheese and some shrimps that we're gonna have now for dinner. So out of the protein, this is everything. It took us around, what, 1 hour to make this? Like 1.5 hours maybe. And I'm gonna read you exactly how much it cost, and I mean, how much is per portion. So I'll start with here, the steak. So we have here 20 portions. I mean, every portion is 1 meal. So, you know, it would be 10 meals of me and my husband together. So 20 portions. Each portion is 125 grams, and each portion would be 48 Czech crowns. The chicken breast. The chicken breast, we have a total of 20 portions of 230 grams each for only 29 Czech crowns per portion. Then, of Alicia's or the baby's meal, of course, these are very, very small portions of only 16 grams per portion. We have 60 portions of 3.5 Czech crowns per portion. Then we have here the drumsticks. We're talking about 14 portions, is 2 drumsticks per person per portion, 280 grams. That would be 20 Czech crowns per portion. And finally, we have here ground beef, that we have a total of 15 portions. That includes their 3 hamburgers, because we have 6 patties of steak and we use 2 per hamburger. So the portions would be around 166 grams per portion for a total of 41 Czech crowns per portion. And that's why we go to Makro to buy our protein, because that way you can eat all this protein and actually save a lot of money. And I believe the total final portion is 20 steaks plus 20 chicken breasts plus 14 portions of drumstick plus 15 portions of ground beef, of a total of 69 portions. That's literally it would be like 35 days of eating these every day, which we don't, and there's always leftovers because literally I cannot finish one of these chicken breasts, and like sometimes you have pasta and you don't use all the meat that I put there. So yeah, it's around like 2 months of worth of protein. So yeah, this is something we do every 2 to 3 months and save us a lot of money. Maybe you can get inspired and do it as well. And also, yeah, you do it because of the price, but you also do it because it's super convenient. Instead of going every day to the supermarket and seeing if they have the steak that you want, or seeing if they have the chicken breast that you like, or, oh gosh, they didn't have, I don't know, like the chicken that we picked for Alicia is like super grass-fed, super special. So it's like you literally go somewhere that they have absolutely everything you want, absolutely everything you need, and you do it just once every 2 to 3 months. You do all this prepping, you freeze it all, and then you have a lot of food without the extra hassle. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you saw how Makro looks inside. Stay tuned for more videos. Follow me on my Instagram for more insights about living in the Czech Republic, as well here in the YouTube channel, because I'm always posting videos about how it's like to live in the Czech Republic. So that's it, guys. Have a nice day. Bye.